when it comes to construction of orthographic views of an object, we usually do that for a three-dimensional object, such as this object that we can see here on the screen, which is a cube. And there are three views on the object that will be required to produce. So as you can see on the screen, on this cube, I wrote front here, or if I call it front view, so that is my choice. So I just chose to make this to be the front of the object, or front view of the object. Then the top remains at the top, as you can see here, just like the top of someone's head. So you cannot change that top of the head of somebody to the front. So the top remains the top. Okay, so this is the top view, and then the side view is also a choice. So I can decide to put the side here and put the front here, but I want it to be here. So if I look at this object and I'm asked to draw the front view of this object, so the shape that I see on this object like this, as we have this front, so it's what I will draw as the front view of the object. So this is a square, so I will just draw a square as the front view of this object. And also the top is also a square, so I will draw it as the top view, or the plan, or we call it plan of the object, of this object. Then the side view is also a square. I will also draw this square, and this will be the side view of the object. Now, I'm not going to make the orthographic views of this object, but the object that I want to use is this. Let's see it. Here we have it. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, on this object also, I am looking at this object in this direction. So I'm looking at this object in this direction. Then the shapes, or the shape that I see on this surface, will be the front view, or the front elevation of this object. So looking at this object in this direction, I can see three rectangles. We have rectangle 1, rectangle 2, and rectangle 3. And the length or distance from here to here for this rectangle 1 is 20 millimeters. From here to here is 20 millimeters, and from here to here is 20 millimeters. Or we can say that 2 centimeters. But in technical drawing, we use millimeters, so that's why I put 20 millimeters there. Then the height of this rectangle is 40 millimeters or 4 centimeters. Okay, then looking at the top of this object, so the shape that we see here like this is the top of this object, or the plan. Okay, then the side is also a rectangle. As you can see here, the length from here to here is 50 millimeters. Okay, then the height is also 40 millimeters. When we look at the top view also, distance from here to here is 50 millimeters, and from here to here is the sum of these 20s that we have here, that is 60. So that is what we have here. So we are going to have a video for each of the orthographic view of this object. I'm not going to talk about the types of orthographic views that we can produce, but I just want us to have the orthographic views of this object. Then later we look at the types of orthographic views, how we can place the views on the object based on the type of orthographic view that you are making use of. You are going to get that here. Okay, now let's start with the drawing of the front view, the shapes that we see on this surface that will give us the front view of this object. Let's start with that. So we are going to draw these three rectangles, and that will be the front view of this object. So let's start. Now the first thing that I'm going to do here is that I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So I'm making use of my red pen, so to do the construction first. So we draw horizontal line like this. Okay, so we have this horizontal line. All right, so on this horizontal line, I'm going to take measurements. On this horizontal line, as I said, I'm going to take the measurement or distance from here to here for the rectangle one, which is 20 millimeters. So I will take 20 millimeters or 2 centimeters. So from here to here is 20 millimeters. Then for the second rectangle, which is rectangle 2, the distance from here to here is also 20 millimeters or 2 centimeters. So from 2 centimeters here, I will move to 4. That is another 2 centimeters or 20 millimeters. Then for rectangle 3, so distance from here to here is also 20 millimeters or 2 centimeters. I will take another 2 centimeters, or that is to 6. So that will give us 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, or 20 millimeters each for the 3 rectangles that we have here on the front of this object, as you can see here on the screen. Now, having taken these dimensions, the next thing that I'm going to do is to draw a vertical line on each of these points. So I'm going to draw a vertical line on each of these points. So you draw a vertical line. So this point here, draw a vertical line. So draw a vertical line of any length first. So you come to this point. Okay. So draw a vertical line like this. Okay. Then we come to this point here. So we come to this point and we draw a vertical line. Then, so come to this point here. So draw a vertical line. So don't forget that we are working on the front view of the object as we see it here on the screen. Now, the next thing that we are going to do, as I said, that the height from here to here, the height of this rectangle, of these 3 rectangles, is 40 millimeters or 4 centimeters. So you can take it around here or you can take it here. So, but I'm going to take it from this side. So 40 millimeters as the height of the rectangle. So that is 4 centimeters. So mark it here. The next thing that we are going to do is that we go up with the T-square. So we go up with the T-square. We take the T-square up like this. And then we draw a horizontal line. So for the 3 rectangles. So this is it. Okay. So I believe you can see it on the screen. So let's make it more visible. So I'm going to use my black pen to bring out these 3 rectangles. So this is it. So make this a thick line like this. Then, so we also make this a thick line. Then we come here. So make it a thick line. Then we also make this a thick line. Alright, so then the horizontal part of the 3 rectangles, which is here, so we also make it a thick line. Then we come up here. So we draw this. So these are the 3 rectangles that give us the front view of this object. As you can see, front on the 3 rectangles. So this is rectangle 1 here, and here is rectangle 2. This is rectangle 3. So this gives us the front view. So just let me write front here as we have it on the object itself. So we have produced the front view. So let's meet on a video that we are going to use to draw the top view as we see here. Thank you and God bless you.